It is I. It's your boy, man. Six Paths Dice, Mr. Lane. If you need me, I'm back. I'm in full effect. I don't know. You know what? I might have to start calling this Negan jacket dice. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm getting the back. I know what? I'm realizing more and more what you ninjas need. Cause I just talked to so many men, and I just be like, oh my god, like, is that how you really think? Is that what you want for yourself? Like the self-esteem of the Western male and the black male in particular is extremely low. I have conversations with men like you will get men who will come argue with you against their better interests, like of things that benefit them. A man can't win if he don't know what benefits him. One of the reasons why women have been able to get so much in the dating market is because collectively, I don't know how it was done. I don't know when they had the meeting. I don't know when they linked up telepathically, but they all get on code for the same thing. But you got to realize that honor and loyalty and willpower, all those are male traits. It's not that she doesn't possess these traits, but she possesses them differently, and it's not the same as you. Men kind of can stay. That's why it's called Father Time. Crimson Cure. I love that metaphor. Mother Nature, in terms of understanding the woman's nature, in terms of understanding chaos, right? And Father Time. You know, it's the same thing every single time, every day. Everything is on time. It's the same. Everything has an order. Okay? Father Time. So anywho, so women are able to all get on code about the same thing. I'll give you a few examples, right? So growing up, like what's going to happen as a young man, unless you already have the ambition or the means to have these things already, you understand you're going to have to work on your appearance. You're going to have a haircut. You're going to have nice clothes that cost money. You're going to, at some point, you are going to hit a wall with the kind of girls you can get. You may be, so for myself, right, I was an attractive young fellow when I was, 18, 19. And so around that time is when I started to experience hearing women say, yeah, you're really cute, but you don't have a car. Or they would say that about, in so many words, and that was the reason why I couldn't get that girl. So for men start to experience those level checks. You know what I'm saying? When someone checks your level, like, nah, I only deal with men who got this going on, or you don't meet the criteria. And in turn, that motivates the man to want to go out there, and get it. But I don't know how. But for the most part, most men are going to experience that, where your resources will put a limit on the kind of woman that you can get, and they're all on the same page about that. Whereas with men, here's the thing: men have to go their own way on some level. Not that they can't be a part of the group, but a man kind of got to do his own thing. He got to do his own thing, right? So, and upon doing his own thing, he has to sometimes find his own sense of honor. Some men can just learn from other men, which is why it's so important to have honorable, righteous men around you while you're growing up. You know what I mean? So you know right from wrong. Knowing right from wrong can really guarantee a totally different quality of life. I feel like as people, especially as millennials, we think that life has to be like a freaking Weeknd song. Like the songs from the Weeknd are very dark. Okay, I can't even recite the lyrics. It's like saying the words to a spell of darkness. Just darkness, just dark. You know what I mean? But I like the Weeknd though. It's the internet. You always gotta say that you love someone. If you're saying something that's like not like like really flattering, I don't know. It's like a law of the internet, so I'm doing it. Anywho, so men have this thing where they have to kind of go their own way. They have to do their own thing, right? But in doing that, we're not really on code, and men are not on code at all. I had a conversation with my homeboy, and he said If you want a woman to be submissive to you, that's homo. I'm like, God damn. What I'm supposed to say to that? What I'm supposed to say? And real talk, that's my nigga. I love him. Love him to death. You know what I mean? But I'm like, and I had to realize, if that's how you feel, I'm not saying I'm stepping over his dead body. But it's like real talk. Everyone got their own journey, man. You can't always be a part of every step of someone's journey. Or because at some point when you care about people, if you can use to taking care of people, you start trying to be too involved with their journey at some point. Like, at some point they have to ask you, hey, can you help me with this? Or hey, what you think about this? Especially when the person's a lot older, So it's like, because again, like you waste a lot of energy wanting to fix somebody or wanting someone, like this is a natural thing, right? Where people always want to kind of even things out. So what people will always do is if they know something good, what do they usually do? They spread the information to someone else, so someone else can benefit. Because they want you to know what they know. That is a high vibrational behavior when you know something good and you want other people to know it too. Okay, and also people always want to kind of like become more themselves or transfer energy. That's why I'm like, always think about a meme, right? If I got a good meme, what do I do with the meme? I share the meme. But it's the same as that bad energy. When someone is resonating with that dark energy, it's like they like a freaking ticking time bomb. They ready to let that thing go. Anywho, so get back to my point, man. So I realized that a lot of men are not on code. You're not on code. Like you have no standards. And because you got to realize men get a lot of anxiety from the possibility of no vagina. Okay? Because men got to have vagina. Now you can go a certain amount of time, but after a while, weird stuff is going to happen. It's the same way women they have to get male attention. A woman not getting male, I've seen it. We all know old crazy ladies, old crazy single ladies. Why are they crazy? Because they are starved of male attention. They starved. Your ego got to eat. Your soul got to eat. I'm trying to tell you, your soul got to eat, man. They starved. Get starved. So, again, men need so much courage because being a man has always been impossible. Let's really think about that. How many men had to die early for us to get to a point where we have civilization, and now we live to be like 100 years old? Like it's normal. It's normal for people to live well into their 60s and 70s. It's mad normal. But think about all the work that had to be done going against the grain. And that's what men do. So I said to say that men gotta have balls, man. You gotta have some passion. You gotta have that. I don't give a fuck. This is what I want to do. I was on a call. I was on a men's meeting. I was on my SGI men's meeting the other day, and we were just talking. We were talking about faith, right? And more, after having a little bit of success, I'm not taking it off. I thought I need to keep this on a certain vibe. Because you know what? I might start doing more blogs in this jacket, man. I feel like it's putting me into a certain bag. Like, don't you agree? I'm getting warm. I'm getting warmed up too. Pause. Anywho, we were talking about the state of, I guess, what we call like dating culture or the dating environment, and I realize as men how soft we're getting in terms of how we're dealing with this new climate. It's very soft. There's no innovation. I'm like, honestly, right now, more than ever, if you are a real man, you want to notice that, well, if all the women are saying that men are not approaching and they're not, that means that a lot of women are starving for attention. You always got to realize that she has to follow your lead no matter what. Even if you're the simplest simp in the world, she still needs you. She still even a weak man is better can be better than no man. You know what I mean? Depending on other attributes. But I'm just saying in general. Like, but she's waiting for you. She has to wait for you. You have to say, I like you for this to go anywhere. If not, then we have no business, sir. Nothing going on here. Okay. I know we kind of going off on tangents. I really want to get a drink. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Had to wet my palate. Anywho, we just kicking it, man. You know, I realized I need some background music. Anywho, 6 Paths Dice, man. Mr. Lane, if you need me, man, I'm back. Had to give me a little palate cleanser. Anywho, so no matter what, that woman has to wait for you anyway, right? And what men gotta realize, like, you gotta stop being a bit. You're not gonna get nowhere being a pussy, man. You're just being a pussy. Like what's gonna solve the problems for all men and women. The first step to solving all problems for all men and women in terms of how we interact, both y'all stop being a bitch. The world can be a much better place if y'all both stop being bitches. You stop being a bitch, and you stop being a bitch. Right? Stop being mean. You're mean. You are difficult. It's not likable. Like, you know how crazy it is to purposely be a bad experience for people? That's weird. You are the person with the shit jar. You carry around a small jar. Not as big as this can. It ain't that big. You know what I mean? It's like this. You can carry it in your purse. You're a woman. You carry it in your purse. You carry a jar about this big with the tiniest of spoons. The tiniest of spoons. Not a whole lot, but it's still shit. And we know nothing is. I'm cooking right now. Nothing is worse than shit. Let it marinate for a second. I'm gonna sip my drink. Canada Dry. You owe me a check. She has confidence. That's confidence. I'm gonna get the views one day. Look back and say, yo, we got like 100 million views on this video. Canada Dry, you owe me a check. Matter of fact, all my exes owe me a check. Like that should be a law. Like I feel like, to a certain degree, if she was toxic enough, you should be able to like claim damages. You know what I mean? Or like, and that may be what needs to happen. Like, you know how in Dubai you can't do shit. Like it's like, it's like no yelling, no cursing. You can't. How you gonna tell someone they can't be gay? You're like, you can't be gay. It's like no being you. Like, I mean, I feel like on there, like being black is on there somewhere. I feel like being black is on there somewhere. But I'm just saying, the same way it's damn near illegal. Like, it's like black men. Shout out to black men for a quick second, man. We have managed to thrive in a nation where it's damn near illegal to be you. Can you imagine? I'm like, let's just really think about what that means. Because at the end of the day, we've always made it seem like, we all just on the same tier of like pressure and bad experiences and overcoming some shit. I mean, no other human being experiences unfair treatment, victimization, just all out attacks and shit like that, like black men. Like, it's like everybody trying to kill you. Like, everyone's trying to wear you down and take from you and take your soul. With the shame some. You know what I mean? It's trying to take your soul. Everyone's trying to destroy you. And despite all that, I'm still grateful. That's why I'm different from you niggas, man. So that's why I'm a young king. I'm still grateful. And only the kings can do that. So anywho, I'm just saying, like, you have to recognize. So I've been wanting to use the term divine feminine, but I watched a crazy documentary about a cult called the Twin Flames Universe, and I'm gonna break that down too. I'm gonna cook that. I'm gonna cook you weirdo hippies, you backwards thinking, reinventing the wheel ass. Ooh. the leather jacket going to stay out the whole season. It's leather jacket season. Listen, but yo, I get monetized. Yo, my outfits, my wardrobe going to be crazy. Wardrobe game crazy. But anywho, I'm going all too far on these tangents and everything. I'm just saying, but in general, like, far as the dating scene and whatnot, I had to come to this realization of, well, fuck, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I like that one. Let me go see what up with her. What's going on with her? Let me see if she throwing me a signal. I gotta go see what's up. I gotta see what's happening. All right. Another thing too is, again, shout out to Crimson Cure. She's another jewel from Crimson Cure. She breaks down a lot of help well, it's how she put it. You have to understand that women are a lot like children in terms of your relationship, in terms of the kind of, love, in terms of like what loving her really is. And some men make the mistake of thinking that loving your woman is just supporting her and agreeing with her, and and whatever you think support is. A lot of times men think support is letting her have her way, right? But if I have my son or my daughter, right, am I really loving them by letting them have their way? What if having their way is eating ice cream every morning? What if having their way is going to bed at midnight every night, and they 7 years old? They got first grade in the morning and shit. You know what I mean? They got to do blocks and squares and stuff like that. They're not going to be the focus, man. Kids are going to have no chance, right? But you have to understand, like, a woman's nature is a lot like a child, in terms of like just like their imagination. You know what I mean? And they need structure, they need vision, all that stuff, right? So I think men, that's what I'm trying to get to, is that men have to understand that you still influence, like there is no dating market without you. I mean, and again, women are starting to get worried, and actually, for the most part, it's going to be slow. It's not going to happen overnight, but women are starting to kind of get, this don't work, or this way of life over here may be better. Okay, anywho, yeah, man, I just really think men need to really have more of an attitude of like, yo, you gotta have faith, man. Like, do you want a woman? Is that what you want? Do you you gotta ask them? Do you ask something? Because like, bro, do you want a good wife? Do you want a fine ass good wife? If the answer is yes, then I will go find that fine ass good wife. You know what I mean? Who I mean, and like, listen. I mean, what else am I doing? I ain't doing nothing besides being great. I ain't doing nothing else. You had nothing else to do but remarkable things. Shout out to Jordan Peterson. You have a moral, he said you have a moral obligation. It's a bar. He said you got a moral obligation to do amazing things. Oh my God, that's a bar. Woo! Close my window before fucking raccoon climbing here. Maybe I should let it happen, man, because I need to go viral. I need y'all to see my videos, man. I don't know. Anyway, what else I want to get to? I'm kind of just freestyle. I'm gonna be clipping this whole thing up, but man, I'm like, yeah, man, I gotta wake up, man. I gotta decide what y'all want, and like, men have to have the resolve of going against the environment. It doesn't matter. You know what it was? The conversation I'm thinking about, it was between my men's leader and the young man who was talking about this, like how tough the dating market is, and how he said he used the word soul crushing when experiencing rejection and stuff like that. And it's like, well, if you a champion, real talk, like men gotta be tough. You gotta just think because, bro, you just ain't that tough. You gotta fortify yourself. And that's why I love this. It's such a great era because we're redefining. This is a renaissance for black men right now because we all starting to kind of get on the same page of, oh, we need to own some property. Oh, I need to be making 70K. I gotta figure out how to make that. I need to be investing in my IRA, my 401k, things of that sort. You know what I mean? I need to try to create some revenue streams. This right here is a new reconstruction. But I tell you one thing though, I want to play a clip, and this clip right here, this is like, you got to realize that the reason why these women in this clip think they can talk this way is because to a certain degree. Now I'm gonna blame this on us men, because a lot of us have tolerated this kind of thing, and we set this kind of tone of coming into a relationship as a utility. When you deal with women, first of all, I make everything clear. You gotta call me Big Daddy. All my women gotta call me Big Daddy, and they know that. And they watch this, they know that. Okay, you know what I mean? You can't come into the relationship as a utility. If she not showing interest in trying to meet you halfway, trying to make things convenient for you, treat you like a human. A lot of men don't realize she don't think you human. She think you a thing, bro. That's why she don't mind hurting you. That's why she don't mind breaking you. Like a child. A child don't mind hurting your feelings. A child don't mind breaking your things. A child does not mind breaking your heart. No, nobody breaks somebody's heart like their kids, and vice versa. No problem, because they haven't developed. You know what I'm saying, they developed that the moral compass, the moral capacity from their parents, and specifically their father, because your father enforces right from wrong. That has a profound impact on how you're going to process information for the rest of your life, by having a father that's always enforcing what's right from wrong. Oh shit! Hold on. Yo. My bad. So anyway, so I'm getting ready to play this clip. I'm sorry, y'all. No, I had to go. I'm making the beef patty. Now, anyone know you're making the beef patty in the air fryer? It's a delicate process. You need to really watch it. Be humble. Like don't be. I'm humble. So that beef patty will humble you. You know what I'm saying? You go over there and the crust get burnt. You can't unburn the crust. Ain't nothing more disappointing than a ruined beef patty. I tell you. These puns do anything for y'all? Anyway. So anyway, this is the first thing I just came across. I wasn't even looking for this. This is what I came across. So so I'll play this clip. You know what I mean? This clip. What you want to see in this clip is, again, this is, for one, this is how the Western woman really sees men. The woman, the question is posed: should a man pay for a babysitter when taking you out on a date? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, and we're gonna go ahead and just look at it. Take a look at it. Look at it. All right, man. I'm about to wrap up in a second, man.
You know what it takes for a woman like me to go out on a date? I gotta get a babysitter for my kids.
Okay. Should a nigga pay for that?
Yes. Because guess what now?
I gotta pay for the kids that you made prior to me.
Because guess what now? A part of me is my kids. And in order to take me out,
dating. You're making an investment for a relationship. So,
and that's why
and I shouldn't have to pay for your when you're investing.
I'm not saying every day. I'm saying, okay.
No date. Unless we're in a relationship, that's when you can even feel like I should be adding on.
I should be paying.
I wouldn't even
stuff like that.
A man that's for me, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They know that, okay, she's a mother of two. She's holding down a business. She's holding down a house. She's commuting from Jersey to New York. All right. How much is your babysitter? You know what it takes for someone like me to go out on a date? I got to get a babysitter for my kids.
Okay.
Should a nigga pay for that?
Yes. Because guess what now?
Yes. I gotta pay for the kids that you made prior to me.
Guess what now? A part of me is my
backbone. I see you trying to show a little backbone.
To take me out.
You're making an investment for a relationship. So,
and that's why
and I shouldn't have to pay for your when you're investing.
I'm not saying every day. I'm saying, okay.
No date.
Unless
we're in a relationship, that's when you can even feel like I should be adding on.
I should be paying.
I wouldn't even
stuff like that.
A man that's for me, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They know that, okay, she's a mother of two.
All right. I'm going to stop that for a second. All right, man. Let's go ahead and wrap, man. Let me stop the screen. Go ahead and wrap. So you heard what you said, right? You said a man, in my opinion, right? He should know I'm commuting from Jersey. I got kids, and I got this, I got that, and the first problem is you're looking for a man to adjust to you rather than looking for a man and trying to figure out can I get with this guy? Like, can I deal with this guy? Can I respect this man and follow him? And another thing that really keeps women from connecting with men is your inability and you not wanting to look up to a man. A woman gotta want to look up to you. She has to look up to you in some kind of way. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong. Some of us are more giant-like than others. And very much like a child, a lot of women, it's like social media messed it up to where the guys who are at the very top can kind of touch a lot of women at the bottom. So a lot of women at the bottom get this false like perception that they can land a higher value guy than they can. They don't even really even understand the guy in front of you is the man you have and the man you got. That may because again, a lot of times if women looked at men, relationships with the same what's the word? With the same value, they saw at the same value as their job. That again, a good man is like leaving a good job with benefits. Maybe the job is not making you rich or nothing like that, but you get paid a good wage. You get paid a lot more than you did your other job, and also there's a pension, there's benefits. You know what I'm saying? You get a lot of time off. You get federal holidays off. That's a great deal. You get all weekends off. You get all weekends off. And, you know what I'm saying? And again, the modern woman will let. I guess maybe it's the modern woman puts too much value in individuality and rebelling against basically her gender role at this point, which only makes things more difficult. You know what I'm saying, if you're a man, the more that you're not a man, life is infinitely harder. For women, it's women out here who are beautiful and they're never going to have a relationship because they cannot get along with nobody. They're never going to have a relationship because they're not able to see the other person as a human, which also stops you from being able to have gratitude. If you can know, like, gratitude is not only, oh, I appreciate you because you just gave me something or did something for me. Gratitude is also, I appreciate you just being a good person. If someone can't appreciate you being a good person first and love that first, you can't fuck with them. Okay? Like the lady in this video right here, like I said before, it speaks to how black men have behaved in dating, because a lot of men have a misconception that if I do more for her, I'll get more. But we all have come to understand, also via social media, that women commonly practice taking resources from whom she deems as a simp or a beta or a weaker man and giving her body to who she deems to be the stronger man. And it can happen to damn near any of us now. Even if you're good looking, you know what I'm saying? You never know who. You know what I'm saying? They just, I mean, so it's not about doing more, it's about being more. Get your life together. Okay? Get your own place. Okay, like listen, if you're a man, you got your own place, you got nice clothes, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like you in shape, you know what I mean? Drive a nice car, got a good job. All that shit still matters. Like, fuck the social media shit. That's what I'm saying. Fuck the social media. All that shit still matters. And we're not doing this. I like this point that Crim Secure made about when Kevin Samuels defined what a high value man was. Women tried to take that and use it against men and say, oh, well, you know, well, most of you guys are not that, so therefore I'm not going to be submissive because you're not a high value man. But that's not what that's about. It's not just about money. It's so, I mean, again, like the money comes from having good character. Prosperity comes from putting the work in. That's long-term thinking. That's another thing too. Like women being like children. Your inability to think ahead. Okay. Now, of course, if you're a young man watching, so I want you to understand, when you see these clips, don't worry about this kind of woman. Because guess what? No one's doing that for her. We see this shit online all day, every day. These women talk about wanting astronomical things, and then the reality is that, yo, no one's doing that for you. Okay? This shit will be the same as me saying, I don't know. It'll be an average guy just saying like, well, listen, if you know, if she ain't trying to eat the groceries on the first date, then we don't need to be talking. We don't need to be talking. And listen. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing about coming into my dirty room and whatnot. And listen, you need to keep it down because I don't want my mother complaining. All right, because I don't need no ungrateful, annoying woman in my life that's always asking me about my future and asking me about, you know, when I'm gonna stop living with my mother. Never, bitch. Okay. So like I said, if you're not going to eat the groceries on the first date, then what we here for? If a guy was talking like that, if I was talking like that, I don't think anyone would stress out. I don't think women would be at home like, oh my God, do we have to start eating the groceries on the first date? What are we going to do? No, they're going to think, ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody doing that. Anywho, I meant to be on for like 20 minutes and whatnot. I wanted to touch on that, man, because we get this shit done, man. I'm giving y'all 300 videos on all my channels, okay? We get this work in. We are cooking, all right? I love y'all. It's the 6 Past Commandments. It was a video about nothing, kind of. All right, cut this up. It's like 100 pieces. Like, yo, she meant to. But anywho, love y'all, man. Be safe.